How we doing this evening, folks? Long time no speaky, right? I'm hoping that you guys are having a wonderful evening. It's been a very interesting weekend for my lovely wife and I. Pretty sure I'm not going to do a certain thing ever again because of how terrible I feel today, but you know, that's what weekends are for, right? The entire world has to go to work first thing in the morning. So let's not dwell on that. Let's enjoy ourselves as much as we may. Let's go. I don't really do the cam thing anymore. No, I really don't do the cam thing anymore, but I'm changing a lot of things up. I'm cutting a lot of the way I used to do things out and kind of starting all the way over again. We're going to see if it works out. We're going to see. Well, you guys will see. I'm not going to change the way I do anything ever again. If I add anything to my current lineup, I better goddamn make sure that I'm going to stick with it because I am tired of going back and forth. Humongous pain in the ass. Now, if only you could see this big, beautiful screen that's in front of me right now. Looks a little something like this. So I've never played the games Ultima ever before. This is all a completely brand new thing to me. I did test it out just to make sure that everything was working properly, and it looks like we're good to go. So take a look at this. I got it set up with a nice little map for any time I get lost. I don't know how much it's going to help us. I think that there's more than just this map to go to. We'll have to see. It doesn't have any of the... Oh, Lord. It doesn't have any of the... What the heck would you even call them? Doesn't happen to have any of my points of interest, my landmarks, things like that. And I am going to have to figure that out. But what I got for us to start things off is I have both a clue book and an official manual for the game. So if you give me a moment, let's go ahead and read through this together, shall we? The First Age of Darkness. Hail, noble one. Our land is in need of a stalwart hero, one who will brave perils too horrific to consider. A plague has befallen the realm. A scourge is upon the land. Our villages lie sacked, ruinous mounds of ashes where once trod peasants, stout of heart and sound of mind, where once lay fields of grain and fruit, where kind and foul grew fat upon the bounties of our fair Sosaria. All manner of wicked and vile creatures prey upon our people and ravage the land. 'Tis the doing of one so evil that the very earth trembles at the mention of his name. Mondain the wizard hath wrought his malice well. Our nobles bicker amongst themselves, and each hath retired to the confines of his keep in hopes of watching the downfalls of his rivals. Verily, the evil one hath heaped indignity upon curse by releasing upon the realm a host of creatures and beasts so bloodthirsty and wicked that our defenseless people fall as grain before the reaper's scythe. These denizens of the underworld hold sway over all that can be surveyed. save for the strongholds of the nobles besotted with their own ambition. Nowhere in our once peaceful country may a traveler find safe passage or lodging, save in the keeps of the self-proclaimed kings, and they demand hard labors for their indulgences. Only the young Lord British remains steadfast in the vision of peaceful and united Caesarea. In his castle and his town, the pure of heart will find an ally and replenishment for the needs of one who hath chosen to fight for the realm. Aid us in ridding the land of the scourge that hath befallen us, O noble one. We beseech thee, for without thine aid we shall surely perish before the onslaught of the maleficent necromancer. Slay the evil Mondain. The Fellowship. The lands of Caesarea are populated by a diversity of races as varied as the elements. From the tiniest bobbit to the most towering human, our folk show a strength of character unknown in the parts of the world. Until the coming of the foul Mondain, our folk lived in harmony and worked together in the true spirit of comradeship. The principal inhabitants of Caesarea are humans, endowed with natural intelligence higher than any other race. The humans are the backbone of Caesarean society. Found in all walks of life, they are strong of body and of unexcelled spirit. Elf, shorter than their human counterparts by the span of 3 hands. The elves of Caesarea are slight of build and swift of movement. Their superior natural agility makes them excellent musicians and clever thieves. At home, amongst the trees of the deepest forests, or in the alleyways of the capital, the Caesarean elf makes a stalwart companion and a relentless foe. Dwarves. Mountain folk and legendary miners, the dwarves of Caesarea stand but half a human's height, yet often outweigh slender elves. They are matchless in courage and possess an inordinate endowment of natural strength. Never accept the Caesarean dwarf's challenge to wrestle for drinks at a tavern, unless thy supply of gold be endless and thy generosity ample. Bobbit. A small and gentle race, the Caesarean Bobbits are believed to have come to our realm from a distant place. They are said to favor mountainside meadows and the serenity of forest clearings. Their diminutive height being even less than that of a dwarf, they shun any task that involves hard physical labor, preferring instead to pursuits of study and contemplation. Bobbits are naturally weak, yet possess a serenity indicative of profound wisdom. Whilst the professions practiced by our folks are numerous, there are but four courses of action that may be followed by the novice adventurer. These are the fighter. The rigorous training involved in learning to become a fighter results in a stronger, more agile adventurer. The knowledge acquired during this period permits the fighter to use virtually every kind of weapon that might be found in Caesarea. Cleric, a profession suited for those who are of introspective nature. The study of the ways of the cleric requires patience and results in a good deal of wisdom. Such is their calm and concentration that at no time will the pauper spell cast by a cleric fail to attain its desired result. Wizard. To become a wizard in our realm, one must study long and diligently, poring over ancient writings and dusty tomes. Mastery of the arcane arts comes not easily, yet such training hones the intellect to a superior edge. The fruits of the long years of discipline are deemed to be worth the effort, however, for only the wizard may purchase the necessary supplies for casting the more powerful enchantments. Thief. Was not a profession held in the highest esteem among those charged with maintaining the public order. Thieving is a trade that often serves the adventurer well. Many of the explorer's finds are guarded by clever and devious traps that require nimble fingers and a dexterous hand. Larceny and the opening of locks, comes much easier for the thief than for other mortals. For they who follow this occupation are endowed with exceptional agility. Castles and towns. Sosaria is a land dotted with the castles of the nobility of the realm, with numerous towns wherein the traveler might purchase supplies and provender. Towns and castles may be entered freely, but woe to the ones who foolishly is apprehended in an act of thievery, for the public order is maintained here by burly guards who fear none. Each castle is held by a noble, the king of his particular region. Visit these local rulers. They have much to offer the adventurer. The castles are often built with stone and peopled with merchants, courtiers, guards, and fools. Beware of the jesters, for although they amuse, they may also deceive. Shops. The merchant class of Sosaria is the mainstay of the realm's economy. All manner of trade good, foodstuffs, and handiwork of local artisans can be found in the town and castle shops. An adequate supply of gold will help to equip the adventurer with everything from rations to the most esoteric of weapons. Some of the more common emporiums include an armory. The tailors of protective garments await your pleasure, very strange, in the armories of Sosaria. The finest craftsman in the realm will swiftly fit out the adventurer in a suit made of worked leather or metal. Price varies according to the level of protection offered by the suit of armor. Weapons. The workers of metal in Sosaria know no peer, from a simple carved mace reinforced with good iron to the most exquisitely crafted greatswords of tempered steel. The weapons found in the shops of the realm are truly works of art. 'Tis rumored that some of the arms one may find in the distant reaches of our land, surpass belief. Huh. Transportation. Whilst one may travel throughout much of the realm afoot, there are alternate means of transport that make short journeys pass more quickly, and longer journeys feasible where once such voyages seemed unattainable. Common modes of travel include the use of horses and of sea-going vessels. Uncommon modes of travel are also rumored to exist. Yeah, we'll fucking get into that as soon as possible. Magic. A once forgotten discipline, the study of magic has enjoyed a renaissance since the coming of the evil Mondain. Many hold the belief that sorcery is indeed needed to combat sorcery. The practitioner of the arcane arts can purchase the needed tools of the trade in various magic shops scattered throughout the realm. No one can live without sustenance. The food shops of Sosaria provide the local populace with fresh produce and meats, while the adventurer can find provisions therein that will last for weeks in the wilderness with no special care. Pubs. The people of our land are not without a certain fondness for strong spirits and lively companionship. Most settlements are graced with public houses where a tankard of strong ale from the regions of Trinsic or a flagon of the best Hela mead may be had for but a few coins. Many of the people found in these taverns are quite friendly, and the ones serving the drink are often fountains of wisdom and gossip. Dungeons. Our land is an ancient one, where the strange and wondrous beings once walked the earth of civilizations rose and fell. There are numerous underground labyrinths to be found throughout Sosaria, the handiwork of unspeakable creatures and unknown forces. These mazes have become dwellings of many of the horrors unleashed by Mondain upon our land. Indeed, the lowest depths of these hellholes contain creatures that make even the staunchest warriors blanch and tremble. Yet these subterranean passages also contain caches of the ill-gotten gains of the predations of Mondain's minions. An intrepid adventurer can finance many an expedition with the spoils of a careful foray into the dungeons of Sosaria. Hearken to my words. The use of extreme caution is needed when exploring underground. The corridors of the dungeons are lined with the bones of explorers who overestimated their abilities. Star walking. I don't know what that means. Before the Archmage Mondain can be defeated, one's mettle will first have to be tested in the farthest reaches of the heavens. 'Tis said that the Evil One has formed alliances with star-walking monsters of unparalleled savagery. These malicious creatures stand poised to swoop down upon our people and devastate them. The need to slay the vile wizard is redoubled in the face of this threat. Should a champion emerge from the mists of legend, the means by which to combat this menace from the skies will appear, so say the prophets. The legends which foretell of this hero include a number of writings and several ballads sung by the bards of our realm. Among the more recent discoveries pertaining to the coming of Starwalkers is an arcane manuscript found in the foothills of Mount Drash. Since it appears to hold instructions for the use of some form of transport, it has been broadcast throughout the land in hopes that it might prove useful to one engaged in the quest to rid Sosaria of Mondain. The substance of the document is as follows. In the heavens, each vehicle has the means to control rotation, as well as thrust and reverse thrust. In the front view mode, one can turn left, right, climb, and dive. The stairways are divided into 49 sectors on a 7x7 grid. In the top view mode, one can see all within the current sector. A long-range scan may be obtained by the use of the Inform control. Consult the pilot's reference manual for the symbols needed to interpret the scan. One can jump to the next sector in the direction of current travel by using the hyperjump capability of the vehicle. Hyperjump. Yep, right there on my keys. My key list. Docking with starbases can be attained at any of the unused docking ports and should be made only at slow speeds while headed directly into a port opening. A docking fee is required. Upon docking, a base command query will be issued, and the pilot is expected to indicate the direction towards the next vehicle that will be used. Re-entry takes place when your ship passes over the lands of Sosaria. Note, only the shuttlecraft has heated shields. Any vehicle will incinerate if it collides with a star. One may encounter and engage in combat with hostile beings in the heavens. Once combat has begun, the pilot cannot return to the top-down view until all enemy craft have been driven from the current sector or the pilot has chosen to hyperjump to the next sector. Importance. Changing from the front view mode to top view mode at high speeds will surely result in a fatal collision. Be wary of fuel levels, of shield condition. A ship without fuel drifts forever, and depleted shield spells certain death. Our most learned scholars have translated the document into the common tongue of the realm, but certain terms and phrases have no meaning to even the most erudite sage. Nonetheless, such is our desire to be rid of Mondain, that we make this information available to all. The magical arts, as mentioned elsewhere in this manuscript. The practice of magic had once died out in Sosaria. The power of the mystic tradition proved too corrupting for the general populace, and the lords of the land decreed that all those dabbled in sorcery were to be banished. 'Twas not until the coming of Mondain the Wicked that our scholars once again unearthed the dusty tomes that contained the records of the once flourishing arcane arts, and set about to retain adepts in the use of enchantments. Our leaders realize that once the discipline of magic is reawakened, it shall never again be put to rest. Such is our plight that even the most dreaded of the arts is laid bare to all who try to learn it, and who swear to use its powers to combat the spread of Mondain's vile influence. While those naturally born to the practice of sorcery, who can invent their own enchantments, Sorry about that. While those naturally born to the practice of sorcery, who can invent their own enchantments and forge new ground in the arts, have yet to emerge as powerful wizards in their own right, a certain progress has been made. There are 4 artifacts available to the budding mage, which will enhance the ability to weave enchantments: staff, wand, amulet, and triangle. The latter is a magical sword that may also serve as a weapon. Potential powerful spells, which will cost the buyer in both in gold and experience, may be purchased in the magic shops of Sosaria. These include Blink, the ability to be physically transported a short distance while underground. Create, the ability to create a magical force directly in front of the spellcaster. Destroy, the ability to remove a wall of magic force that blocks the spellcaster's path. Kill, an enchantment hurled at a foe in front of the spellcaster. If successful, this cantrip will destroy the opponent. Ladder down. This enchantment creates a magical ladder which permits the spellcaster to descend to the next level of a dungeon. Ladder up. This enchantment creates a magical ladder which permits the spellcaster to ascend to the next level of a dungeon. Magic Missile, the ability to strike a foe with a blast of magical force. The more skilled and well-equipped the spellcaster, the greater the damage inflicted by the blast. Open. This spell permits the opening of coffins at no risk to the spellcaster by magically disarming any traps. Prayer. The ability, when in dire straits, to call upon one's personal deity in hopes of finding a way out of a pressing dilemma. Should be used only when the spellcaster is in serious need of divine aid. Unlock. This spell permits the opening of chests at no risk to the spellcaster by magically disarming any traps. The Bestiary. The realm of Sosaria is populated by a variety of creatures, both natural and unnatural. The latter group hath been on the increase since the coming of the Evil One. Through the efforts of a posterity-minded few, a collection of names and descriptions of the more common beasts hath been compiled and may be perused herein. God damn, it's getting late. Give me just 1 second. I gotta actually make sure that this sounds good. I haven't tested this at all. Just kind of threw myself in. Hopefully it doesn't sound like shit. We'll be right back. Okay, I just ran and grabbed myself my phone. I'm actually listening to the stream right now. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. God damn, it sounds really good. I'm very happy. Can you tell? Look at this. That's fucking me. That's me. I'm on live right now. That's awesome. I may or may not need to partake in some of the green, some of the long leaf, if you will. What was... Let's see. I want to be told for absolute certain what this terminology is so I don't screw it up. Yeah, you can still kind of see my face. Pipeweed. Long bottom leaf. The long bottom leaf.
I don't believe it. It can't be. It is. Long bottom leaf. The finest pipeweed in the South Farthing. It's perfect. 1 barrel each. Wait. Do you think we should share it with Treebeard?
Share it? No. No. Dead plant and all that. Don't think he'd understand. Could be a distant relative.
Oh, I get it. Don't be hasty.
All right, we're going to have to go ahead and chop that quote out and use that in the future. And here we go. Back to the reading. The bestiary. Archer, hidden, so lacking in courage are the minions of the vile Mondain, that his archers only plied their trade from hiding places high in the treetops of the forests of Sosaria. Their aim, nonetheless, is accurate, and many a traveler has died without ever knowing whence come the deadly rain of barbed shafts. Balron, a huge leather-skinned daemon lord. The Balron is perhaps the most fearsome of the evil minions of Mondain. Armed with vicious barbed whips and the ability to cast devastating fireballs at their victims, these winged scions of hell have proved to be the nemesis of the flower of Sosarian knighthood. Bat, giant. Although the Sosarian giant bat is but a dumb brute, this large cousin of the more common vampire bat found in other lands is indeed a menace to those unfortunate enough to disturb its subterranean slumber. The giant bat lives on a diet of animal blood and is not averse to feasting on adventurers. Bear. The hill bear towers over the tallest human and is armed with saber-like claws capable of rending even the stoutest plate armor in a single blow. The species was first sighted on the slopes of Mount Drash, but hath since spread throughout the land. These creatures are extremely ill-tempered and will attack without provocation. Carrion creeper. These loathsome worms inhabit the deeper reaches of most dungeons, where they feed on the corpses of any luckless creatures they encounter. The numerous legs on their segmented bodies are equipped with barbs that allow them to move quickly on walls and along corridors. Carrion creepers should be avoided at all costs. Cyclops, a race of belligerent one-eyed giants. The Cyclops dwelt in Sosaria long before humans ever landed on these shores. Driven underground so many years ago, the Cyclops long to return to the surface and drive humans into the sea. Beware, for they will attack on any adventurers on sight. I might want to throw this up on the screen here. I feel like you guys just have to stare at my ugly face. There we go. It'll put a little bit of light on my face. Very nice. A daemon. Fierce bat-winged horrors armed with cruel talons and barbed tridents. Daemons were unknown in Sosaria hitherto the advent of Mondain. Drinkers of human souls, daemons are said to relish the screams of tortured humans above all else. Dark Knight. The Dark Knight? No way. I don't believe it. Such is the corrupting influences of the foul Mondain. Hold on a sec. Let me pull out my other mic. Check, check. Hello. I'll go handheld sometimes. Such is the corrupting influences of the foul Mondain that even the most virtuous Sosarian chivalry. See, now that I have it on the screen, you can hear exactly how many times I fucked this up. So give me just one segundo. I want to make sure that I'm actually sounding good with this handheld. Do you know how many times I rearranged this goddamn desk and all of my wires and everything else? And it sounded so bad. And finally now, well, while throwing it all together quicker than I ever did before, with only one new piece, everything just seems to work perfectly now, so. That's how it goes sometimes, I guess. Such is the corrupting influences of the foul Mondain that even the most virtuous of Sosarian chivalry are subject to fall under his sway. The land is now befouled with dark knights, predatory warriors who seek to waylay innocent travelers and to rob them of their hard-earned goods. Dragon Turtle. Now that is a new one for me. These fire-breathing aquatic dragons inhabit the seas around Sosaria and are considered an even greater menace to mariners than the winds of a typhoon. They are protected by a shell tougher than enchanted plate armor, and thus are extraordinarily difficult to defeat in combat. Eaten. Travelers in the forests of our land have often been fooled into thinking they have drawn near a group of fellow explorers when they encounter an Eaten. For those two-headed monstrosities have been known to carry on heated discussions with themselves. An Eaten invariably abandons its dialogue when it hath the chance to attack an adventurer. Gelatinous Cube. Called Dungeon Sweeper by some, the gelatinous cube is a subterranean dweller that roams corridors in search of food. Their bodies are composed of a clear, corrosive, jelly-like substance, which renders them difficult to see, but they may sometimes be detected by the remnants of armor or debris contained within them. They are omnivores, digesting anything they find after absorbing it into their massive bodies. Contact with a gelatinous cube hath ruined the armor of many a hardy warrior. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Gremlins, mischievous kin of the trolls and lizardmen. Gremlins are underground creatures of voracious appetite. A favorite diversion is to stealthily approach unwary travelers and pilfer their food rations. Many an adventurer had been consigned to death by starvation below the surface of Sosaria as a result of the antics of these creatures. A hood. You know who they're talking about. When the corrupt influence of the unspeakable Mondain spread throughout the realm, even some of our stalwart peasants fell under the sway of the evil wizard. These warped individuals now roam the countryside attacking travelers. While unskilled in the use of arms, they nonetheless pose quite a nuisance for adventurers. The Invisible Seeker, among the most dangerous of all the denizens of the catacombs. Below our land is the Invisible Seeker. None have ever seen these horrific slayers, for they are, as their name implies, unseeable. Their presence is usually first detected when open wounds begin appearing on the body of a victim. They are, however, susceptible to harm from most weapons. How would you even know you're being attacked by one? Night. Like their forest-dwelling counterparts, the Dark Knights, the predatory knights of Sosaria are warriors who have forsaken the ways of chivalry for the paths of evil. They are fierce opponents and must be treated with care if one is to avoid an untimely demise. The Lich. I've never played a game where a Lich was like not the worst thing ever. The Lich is an evil spellcaster who, through the necromantic arts, hath entered a state of living death in order to prolong an unholy reign on earth. Woe to the explorer who stumbles upon the lair of a lich, for the undead mage will guard his domain fiercely and attack without hesitation. Lizard Mane. When Mondain first came to our land, he performed unspeakable experiments with his servitors and the fierce reptiles that inhabit some of the streams and rivers in the south of our land. The result was the Lizard Man, a being both reptilian and human in a single body, armed with cruel teeth and a disposition to match its appearance. Come on. A mimic. Beware the treacherous mimic, for it hath been the doom of many a dungeon explorer. Do I need to put my head up a little more? Maybe scoot over a little bit? I don't know. I'm trying to center myself. Disguised as a tempting treasure chest, the mimic patiently awaits the overly curious adventurer. When the victim makes as if to examine the chest, the mimic attacks with ferocity unmatched. Mind Whipper. Truly hideous, the Mind Whipper is a being with the body of a human, a face that resembles nothing so much as the underside of a squid, and the unquenchable thirst for the mental energies of its victims. The few who have survived encounters with Mind Whippers have emerged as babbling lunatics, their minds flayed from their souls by the relentless onslaught of these terrible creatures. Minotaur. As mentioned before, the evil Mondain experimented ceaselessly with the crossbreeding of man and beast in an effort to create the ultimate soldier. As if the creation of the dreaded lizard man was not enough, the vile wizard also mated the famed Baratarian fighting bull with some of his followers, resulting in the Minotaur, a horror that walks on two legs like a man, but which has the head and the cruel horns of a bull. Necromancer. The necromancer is a mage whose specialty is the practice of the arcane arts that pertain to the dead. Practitioners of such morbid specialty were naturally drawn to the fowl of Mondain as jackals are to the carrion of the plains. Very nice line. British. That was a good line. Nest creature. The seas surround Sosaria are home to a number of beasts, among which numbers the dread nest creature or the dreaded? Which one should it be? For many years, these reptilian behemoths were thought to be naught but the workings of the overwrought imaginations of mariners. The sinking of the frigate Pembroke in plain view of a small armada hath disproven this belief. Orc. Small, pig-visaged humanoids. The orcs were the vanguard of Mondain's first advance. Tribal by nature, they are subhuman at best, just a slight cut above the true bestiality. They abhor all things human and cultured, and will lay waste to anything fashioned by human hands. 'Tis said that they relish the taste of human flesh. Pirates. The pirates that infest the coastal waters of Sosaria are the scourge of the honest mariner. They ply the waterways, seeking unarmed merchant ships to plunder, and often press the younger crew members into service as marauders. Once engaged, a pirate vessel and its crew will battle to the end, seeking no quarter and offering none. Ranger. Alas, even the noble ranger, preserver of the woodlands and keeper of the forests, hath fallen under the sway of dark Mondain. These matchless trailblazers long watched over the preserves of the Sosarian nobility, but as Mondain's treachery took hold, many of them forsook their old ways and became predators themselves. He who is pursued by a ranger must turn and make a stand, for once on a trail, a ranger will never give up. I wonder if any of this actually fits into the game, or can you just walk away from a ranger? Giant rat. The underground passages of the realm are prowled by oversized rodents, the result of Mondain's necromancy and an abundance of food in the form of victims of the evil one's minion. The Sosarian giant rat is a vicious predator and should not be taken lightly. The skeleton, oh boy, my favorite. The progeny of necromancers and undead liches, skeletons are the animated corpses of dead warriors, from which the flesh hath withered and fallen away. They fight tirelessly in an effort to carry out the bidding of their dark masters. Giant spider. Few moments hold more terror for the intrepid explorer than when a giant spider, venom dripping from its fangs, is encountered in the corridor of a subterranean labyrinth. These creatures are dazzling in their agility and tireless in their search for prey. Fight well or face a paralyzing sting, and the fate becoming a living hatchery for their young. Ooh, disgusting. Giant squid. Sosarian mariners swap legends of the Kraken or giant squid in every pub in every port of the realm. These monstrous creatures have been known to rise from the ocean depths and seize a vessel in their long tentacles and drag the hapless vessel and its crew to a watery grave in the space of but a half dozen heartbeats. Tangler. Looking for... Well, I gotta do something. Son of a gun, dude. It's not that I don't like that fan. It's just this foam. It just stinks that I don't like it more than I do. I guess that's its only fault, is that I don't like it as much as I would need to actually play around with using it. You want to know what? This sounds really good. I almost wonder if this sounds better than this other microphone. I'm going to test that right now. Check. Hello. This is me on the Shure SM58 legendary microphone. Check. This is on the Audio Technica AT2020. Is that it? Wow, they do both sound all right. I'm just glad that I had this wasn't as an option whenever I want to use it. You know what I mean? Sweet. Tangler, looking for all the world as not but a vine-covered tree stump. The Tangler lurks in subterranean corridors, waiting to ensnare explorers of the underground. Once a Tangler hath enmeshed an adventurer in his tentacles, it will hold the victim fast until starvation ends the struggle. The monstrosity then feasts on the corpse. Thief. Long before the coming of Mondain, the common cut purse was a plague to travelers in Sosaria, lurking in alleyways, poised behind trees, and skulking in dungeon corridors. These villains are always ready to relieve innocents of their valuables and their lives. 'Tis a service to your fellow Sosarian to exterminate a thief whenever possible. Trent. Is it just a guy named Trent? Yeah, see, now it's all fucked up. I was stupid. I shouldn't have moved it. There we go. Native to the woodlands of Sosaria, the evil Trent seems like an ordinary oak tree until one approaches near enough to be ensnared in the grasp of its plaint branches. Is that how you read that? Is that how you're supposed to read that? Once it hath crushed the life from the victim, the Trent then devours it, leaving no trace of its prey to warn other travelers. Viper. Since before the dawn of civilization, the race of serpents hath roamed the land, from the most harmless garden snake to the giant constrictors. These legless creatures have always inspired fear in the human race. In the case of the viper, this fear is well founded. These vicious reptiles strike fearlessly and frequently at all who stray too closely. Their venom-laden fangs bring a swift yet painful death. I love that. I love when something is like not instant, but it also is like the worst. That's always a good time. Many a dungeon seeker, wandering eyes. Many a dungeon seeker hath been startled to enter a darkened chamber and be greeted by a number of eyes staring out of the murky blackness. Stare not long, for the wandering eyes weave a hypnotic spell that entrances even the most strong-willed, and leaves one helpless before the magical onslaught that inevitably follows mesmerization. Warlock. Rogue practitioners of the magical arts. Warlocks are the evil servitors of Mondain. The foul one hath trained them in the casting of bolts and of mystic energy, and sent them forth to wreak havoc among the populace. Slay them if ye can, for the arcane arts should never be used for wicked purposes. Wraith. Summoned from the nethermost regions of hell by Mondain's perverse enchantments, wraiths are the restless souls of dead clerics. Once on the material plane, they drift about seeking potential converts to the discipline of evil. Since one must first die in order to be converted, 'tis strongly advised that their enticements be resisted. Wraith. I can't remember which is worst. A lich or a wraith. Zorn. Little is known about the mysterious Zorn. It is a creature that not only defies logic, but that seems to defy the very laws of nature. It can burrow through anything and is completely omnivorous. In battle, it seems to generate far more force than one would estimate possible from a creature of its size. When slain, the Zorn quickly evaporates. Thus, none have ever been studied closely. Here's the final dedication. I, Lord British, would like to thank the following persons for their efforts in creating this work. Special thank goes out to those who spent many arduous months programming this new version. Dave Hole as leader and team manager, Dr. Cat Steve Muse, Dallas Snell, John Miles, and Richard Garriott for their brilliant programming efforts. Isn't he Richard Garriott? Yeah, he is. Dave Albert for the product management and the eloquent writings herein. Oh, well, that's him. When I said good line British earlier, I meant Dave Albert. Dennis R. Lubay for the magnificent illustrations within this book, and to Lori Ogwulu for her outstanding graphic and design work. And to all those persons found within this game, I extend warm greetings. 1980, 1986. Wow. Ultima and Lord British are registered trademarks of Richard Garriott. Wow. Smart man. Smart man. Damn it, I don't know how I'm going to work this book. How do I work this book? Hold on. Man, this one here is just another PDF just like the last one where it's 2-paged. But I mean, it's... shit. Is this even what I think it is, man? This is Ultima 3. Oh my god. Alright, good. Now I don't have to read 40 pages. Alright. So what we have ourselves set up here is this. I need to know what the first thing is to do because I get lost. I got lost when I was testing out the game. going to swap over to the OG mic. Mic. Ultima 1. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to be really bad. Really bad. Okay. And one last thing. Very good. I got all my keys working just fine. All right, here we go. Let's get her done. Okay. Okay. Outer space. What the fuck? Okay. higher your level, the more nasties you gotta fight. Okay. Strength, hit probability. Okay. So agility is very important. Increased by Grave of the Lost Soul. How do I get there? All right, well, let's go for it. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going to go with being a human male. And we are going to use... Well, a thief a thief has better agility. Let's go for it. Boomer. Okay, just breathe it all in. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You want to see what it looks like when you move? Boom. It even gives you what direction on the compass rose you're headed. You are in the woods. You are in the lands of Lord British. What is that? Oh my God, look at that kraken up there. We are in the castle of Lord British. Guino the Jester sings, "I've got the key." Dost thou offer pence or service? Go forth and find the grave of the lost soul. Do not return until thy quest is done. Okay, here's something else I want to keep going. Excuse me. I'm going to set up this manual. I have it set up as manual, but I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to reset transformation. And I'm going to log in to Google Drive right now and keep myself a nice notebook. What is this? Oh yeah, look at my kitty. This is back when I used to live in Tampa, Florida. Florida. Look at that wee little kitty. Alright, so we're going to add a new Google Doc. We're going to call this Oof. Awful. Awful. I can't get it to go dark. Sorry about that, guys. Lord British. There we go. All right, let's figure out where that is. Lord of lands of danger and despair. Where are the lands of danger and despair? But where is it? How do I get there? How do I get there? Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Iolo, the bard, sings ho-a-yo-he-hum. So I can't even buy the thing I need to buy here. Pence. So 4 times. All right, fine. We'll buy 1. There we go. All right, I guess we're going to have to go get in some battles. All right, let's go fight this knight. that was close. That was close, dude. Oof. Fuck. I think I'm done for. I'm gonna die. Here, have a cold one. Thou had best know thou should destroy the evil gem. Please, God. Oof. All right, so I got to give this dude gold to heal. Okay. Horse and cart, still not good enough. Ooh, let's go fight this orc. I can make that up pretty quick. We just saved. Jesus Christ, guys, come on. Don't kill me. Damn, bro. Alright, well, I am most certainly not going to be doing that. Nope. We're going to try this again. How do I do this? Man, this is fun, isn't it? There we go. How do you get out of these? Oh man. Fuck it. I guess we'll just open up the GOG game. Which is a huge pain in the ass. And there we go. Back on up. Wait, what? Good Lord. Woo. God damn it, man. What a huge pain in the ass. I don't want to be resurrected, because when you're resurrected, you just get 99 health. It takes a good amount of your food, and like with how little gold I have, it takes all of it. I can't go down like that. God damn, man. Fuck me, dude. Oh, my lord. Extremely frustrating so far. What happens if I use the prayer spell? Let's kill this guy first. Okay. Cast the prayer spell. Oh fuck, I was using up all my food. Dude, how did I even get stuck saved like that? Doesn't make a lick of sense to me, if you ask me. Man, this is a huge pain. So I think I'm pretty much screwed. I don't think there's any way of getting out of here without dying. Hey, that's where I need to go, right there. Fuck me, dude. God damn it. Fuck. So what do? Do I jump in the dungeon, then hop my ass back out? Like jump in, take a couple swings, and then pop back out? Motherfucker, dude. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. God damn it. Why do I only have... Where can I find myself a airboat? Because that's what I need. Okay, we just saved. Oof. Let's go back. Get a little bit of gold. We'll get a boat. Then we'll go see the grave and then we'll be done. Look at that, dude. Did I just find a cheat? I mean, no, it's not a cheat. I just never saw anyone write it before. Just keep passing time. Oh, wait, but then you do use up all your food now, don't you? So you can turn around by pressing one time. The down button turns you around. Look at that. Wow. Wow. All right. So no more having to go to the fucking castle and talk to the king ever again. Okay, now I'm actually a little bit more excited about playing this. $324 for a raft. Looks like I gotta go hit the dungeon a little bit more, but I need some food. Let's just stock up. You know what? I'm interested. Let's find out how hard it is to kill one of these guys. I was right there. All right, yeah, I'm not doing all that all over again. Let's hop our butts back in. That fucking wizard dude, wandering warlock, sucking fat cock. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think I got this shit set up right. this music fucking kicks ass, doesn't it? Test. Hey, there we go. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Well, I say that. I don't know for sure. Looks like we're looking pretty gosh darned peachy keen. And that makes me happy. So let me go deal with this warlock real quick. Go. All right, we got it. We got it, bro. All right, let's give him a shot. Is this cheating? Am I cheaping myself of this wonderful game? Jesus. Whoa, look at those hit points. Okay, so where do I find it's not an airship or an airboat, it's an air car. But where do you find it? Okay. Right. Well, let's give it a shot. Man, my back is fucking killing me, bro. Ugh. There we go. Thou had best know that over 1,000 years ago, Mondain the wizard created an evil gem. With this gem, he is immortal and cannot be defeated. Do I like that better? There we go. Perfect. All right, all right, all right. And there we go. Very good, very good. I'm a huge fan of that. Okay. You don't even know what I'm doing. The quest of Ultima is to traverse the lands in search of a time machine. Upon finding such a device, thou should go back in time to the days before Mondain created the evil gem and destroy him. Wow. That's a lot of information, bud. Unlock and ladder up. Okay. Jesus. Hey, there it is. Turris Scientia Magnipare. great sword. I had best know that many lakes and ponds have strong magical powers. How the hell do I get over there to him? Best know thou should destroy the evil gem. Who the fuck is this? A fucking bear? Okay. Entering the end. Metal Twister. I gotta be honest, I have no idea if I should save or not because I don't know where the hell I am. But it is getting quite late, and a man such as I must need to get himself to bed. Verily. We no going back now. We saved. You know what? Let me at least get back to where we were. $875. Can I do it? Can I get that far? Very nice. Almost there. almost there, man. Okay, you guys. We'll figure out where I am tomorrow, I guess. Whew. Tired as a mug. And it is very much time for bed. We will see you guys later.